Hi guys, so in this video we're going to learn about the first separation technique. So this is filtration. So let's see how we use filtration. So filtration is used to separate a mixture that contains a solid and a liquid. But the solid should not dissolve in the liquid, which means that the solid will be insoluble in that liquid. For example, if you have tea leaves are insoluble, so you can separate tea leaves from water by filtration. Usually, insoluble solids can be distinguished within the mixture, so you will be either able to see the solid particles, or the solid will deposit at the bottom of the liquid when it is allowed to set for a certain amount of time. This is how you identify a mixture of an insoluble solid and a liquid. Now, this mixture can be colored or not. It all depends on the solid that is in that liquid. These are two examples of mixtures that can be separated by filtration. So as you can see here, there is a solid that deposits at the bottom that can be separated by filtration. And here you have a mixture as well. So there's going to be part of the solid that is kind of spread around in that liquid. So these are two different types of mixtures can be separated by filtration. Now, filtration will allow you to obtain back the pure solid. It will separate the pure solid and you will get the liquid as well. Now, well, let's not say pure because the solid also can be a mixture, but once you do filtration, you will be able on one side to get the solid and on the other side to get the liquid. After filtration, the solid is called the residue. The residue is a very important term that you need to remember. It's the name of the solid that we give once we do the filtration. Once we get back the solid after doing filtration, that solid part is called the residue, and the liquid that we obtain afterwards is called the filtrate. So this is also a very important part. So the liquid part is called the filtrate, the solid part is called the residue. And let's show you how filtration is done. So this is how filtration setup looks like. So here you have a beaker. Then this is called a funnel. On the funnel, we will place a filter paper over here. The filter paper has very tiny pores that will allow the liquid to move out, but is going to prevent solid particles from passing through that paper. So what will happen is that all the solid particles from the mixture is going to remain on the filter paper, and then you're going to have all the liquid that is going to deposit in the container. So the liquid part is called the filtrate and the solid part is called the residue. So here you have the residue on top of the filter paper, and you have the filtrate that is collected as the liquid here. If the filtration is successful, you will have the pure filtrate over here, and all the solid residue is going to be collected on the filter paper. So here you can label this to be the mixture. Over here you have the mixture. So this is how the lab setup looks like. So again, you can see the funnel and you'll see the filter paper, and then the solution, which is the filtrate, and then you see the solid as the residue. There is different types of filtration processes, but all the filtration processes aim to do the same thing, to separate a solid from a liquid, and the solid is insoluble in that liquid. This is about filtration, so you will ensure that this diagram is in your copybook. This labeled diagram should be in your copybook, as well as the explanation for filtration. That should be in your copybook as well. So thank you. Copy this down, and then you're going to work out the questions that I've put.